Good morning, dear hearts. We are on our review lesson 113. Please subscribe. Today's two lessons are I am one self united with my Creator, and salvation comes from my one self. If you're not looking at the book, let me just tell you that the word self in both lessons is capitalized, because it indicates that it is our true self. It is who we truly, really are. Not the little self that we made when we had a tiny, crazy idea that we could be apart from our Creator. No, this is our true one self. And one of the things that I have written about and spoken of is that one is the only number. There is one self. There is one Creator. There is one mind. And you are one with all of that. You are one self. If we go into the text for just a quick sentence from chapter 6, and we are told God created his sons by extending his thought and retaining the extension of his thought in his mind. So there is only the one of us, but we perceive the many, and all of his thoughts are perfectly united with themselves and with each other. The Holy Spirit enables you to perceive this wholeness now. God created you to create. You are one self united with your Creator. I'm going to do something a little different. We have our comments that we are to use for going into our practice, those parts that are in the italics, prayer. I'm going to read them both together because they blend so well, and I think they expand that way on the lessons. Serenity and perfect peace are mine because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God. There it is, all that oneness. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. We can use and substitute that word happiness. I see God's perfect plan for my happiness perfectly fulfilled. My happiness comes from my one self. Happiness, freedom comes from my one self. There is only that extension from the one mind that we are to become familiar with that. We're come to recognize and to accept that this oneness, it's the only thing there is. We perceive many, we perceive all kinds of happenings outside of ourselves. We perceive conflict, we perceive turmoil. All of these are not from God. All of these things are not from my Creator that I am united with. In my one self is serenity and perfect peace. In my one self are all of my desires accomplished, because in my one self I remain within the mind of God, and within the mind of God lies my happiness, my freedom, my salvation, my peace, my serenity, my truth of who I am. All of this resides within the one self that I am united with as my Creator. And that with that unification comes my salvation. I will find it no other way. I will not find it in a separate mind believing in a separate existence. I will not find it there. I will only find my happiness, my salvation in the unification of my one self united with my Creator. That's it for today. I hope this helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I forgot to tell you how to practice. In case you had, it's been the past few days, but we'll do it again. Each lesson we are to spend at least 5 minutes with, once a day for each one, so that's a total of 10 minutes. hourly, remember. On the hour, I am one self united with my Creator. On the half hour, salvation comes from I one self. And do these joyfully. Do these joyfully, knowing that in truth, your salvation, your happiness will be yours as you practice. Okay, that's it for sure. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Pray for this wonderful dawning upon us of our unification with each other, that there is no conflict and there's no need for it. Namaste.